Well, you just said it's good and we won. That's how you feel. But that obviously was a bit of a wild one. Just kind of take us through your emotions of the game. Kind of down 14 to having some chances to have wins to looking bleak, and then obviously making the last couple plays at the end, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I mean we started well, and then we sputtered a little bit close to the second half. And then, I mean, the defense just I put us in some bad positions. I did, and I mean we kept responding, and luckily there's a lot of belief in this program that we've built through the offseason and that we can do hard things. And the guys stuck together. I'm just super proud of them.
Just talk about your own resilience a little bit. You throw the interception there, and at the end of I think it was the first overtime. You have to come right back out. Just how the overtime rules work. You lead the team down the field. You guys get the touchdown. How hard is it to just kind of put that really quickly out of your head, knowing that you've just got to recover right then and there?
I mean, you say I had to go. I think I got to go back on the field. Like, I get to flush this right now, and then we get to go apply the pressure again. Like, I messed up, put us in bad. Like, that's a bad play. I can't do that, But I'm going to learn from it. We're all going to learn from it. But then I think it was the guys that just believed. Like, they didn't flinch at all. Like, I didn't even get off the field. We huddled up, and we went back out, and I told them, I was like, I got y'all. I'm not going to – I messed it up. That's okay. And they said it's okay, kept my head up, and we got to go score.
Take us through the 2-point conversion, and when you're waiting there for the replay, what's going through your head?
I mean, I had bad eyes on that one. It's a good play call, really good play call. I should have looked to the right, and I did. I haven't really watched it. I thought I got in. I asked them, I was like, can y'all just please review it for me? Thought I got in. It was a fun play. Got a little block on the perimeter. I'm not sure. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Chris Hudson. And I just tried to get in, and it was cool. And I was talking to somebody, and then they reviewed it, and it was a touchdown. It's just a good feeling because at that point when you're up 8, it's like, okay, they got to catch up and the pressure's on them, and I'm glad we could put them in that position.
Where does this game rank in terms of the most crazy games you've been a part of? And do you come away feeling happier with the win, obviously, or are you more concerned with what led to it, or just overall thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, we won, so that's all that matters, right? There's gonna be a lot of learns from this tape. There's a lot of snaps. It's a pleasure. We get an extra day break, so we'll all be good. But I think I kept telling I've done this before. It was all the way back in high school. Like, I remember there was a game where I was down 14, and just because I needed to believe that we could do it, and if I don't have belief, then why would anybody else? So I kept telling myself, I've done it before, and it was fun. I think, yeah, it's hard, and it's a crazy game, but that's some real stuff, and that's fun.
You said guys were lifting you up, and, how are you lifting guys up as well? And kind of what's that conversation in the huddle when you guys are – Dick talked about communicating, and that includes off the field, just constantly being there for each other. What does that process look like for you?
Yeah, for me, it's just telling them, I'm not going to give up. My effort is not going to waver. I got y'all. I think I say that a lot. I got y'all, and they just quickly reply back. Just because I don't know, they believe in me for whatever reason. Whatever. They believe in me, and I appreciate it. And yeah.
Obviously, the stats kind of jump off the sheet for you if you've got a chance to see that. Nearly 400 yards passing, over 100 yards rushing. But who are kind of all those people that are kind of part of that process? Obviously, you see Kyle and Josh and your O-line, but who are the folks that kind of helped you tonight?
The O-line. Right. And then Coop had a great day. Coop had 2 touchdowns. He barely had any catches before this game. I'm really proud of him. But yeah, the O-line. If they can't protect, I can't throw. And they were bringing stuff, and they put pressure on us. But I'm really proud of them.
Coach was talking about there might have been a little bit of a lull in the third quarter, just from maybe energy. He said he kind of had to look around and say, guys, we got 20 more minutes of football to play. Did you feel that? And if you did, how's that something that you get out of?
I think personally, I struggled in that moment because I'm a leader on this team, and I wasn't. I think I don't know. I didn't say enough in that moment, and I went over to the O-line and I was like, "Believe, this is nothing. It ain't no thing. We're good. When we've done this before." And after I said that, we were good. I'm gonna take that on my shoulders, and I got to get everybody going earlier. Because maybe a little bit, but we got to play ball, right? So nobody's really oh man, we're scared, But yeah, I'm gonna take that on me.
Coach, similarly to you, was also taking the blame in quite a few things, saying he had a lot of coaching errors. Is that something that you recognize, or you maybe put blame on?
No. I think he called a fine game, did a fine job, and I think we all have things to learn.
John, Coach just mentioned that he did get out-coached tonight, but he said that you guys picked him up. What does that say about this team, that you guys were able to go out there and find a way in a wild game like that?
I mean, I'm honored. We're all honored that he gives that to us. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't think he was. I think we had a great plan offensively and defensively. We knew what they were going to bring us defensively, and we were able to attack it. But he's a very humble guy, Coach Dickert, and he's going to give us our praise when we deserve it, and that means that goes a long way for us. So it's good that he said that.
And then after the game, I mean, obviously your sideline went crazy, jubilation, but then I noticed about 20 of you guys kind of circle around Emmett and kind of console him in that moment. I know you were just here last year, but what does that mean about the brotherhood that you've built with this team over even the last couple of years?
Right. I mean, I'm so proud of Emmett, man. He was a third string here last year, transfers out, takes a chance on himself, earns a scholarship, earns a starting job. Now he's one of the top leading passers in college football, and it is just, I was so happy when I saw him. I haven't seen him in a long time. But, yeah, the brotherhood, man, like, it's a real thing here, and we all love each other. Like, this guy right here, love this guy. Proud of this guy, right? He always tells me he's proud of me, but appreciate that. But I'm so proud of Emmett, man, and I gave him a big hug after the game. Me, him, and Buck were all hugging, and it's just he played a great game. Every time I saw, he put it right on the money, and I'm really proud of him.
Sure, with what's happened over the past week, tired doesn't even cover how you guys are feeling right now. How huge is that extra off day as you guys head into a tough road match?
I think it's good. It'll help, right? Short week this week, and our body's a little banged out. Can't imagine what a linebacker feels like, right? But it's going to be fun, I think. Just sit there, watch college football, learn, regroup, going into a hard game next week.
You guys think so? You're in such a routine and all
Right.
that. Is it significant to you guys that what you have pulled off on a short week, over the past stretch, or is it just you took care of business?
Not yet. I mean, it might hit me. It hasn't hit me. I mean, I'll be real. It hasn't hit me. We won the game, 1-0. That's all that matters, right? But tomorrow I might sit there and be like, oh, my gosh, that was cool, right? But, yeah.
How much of a confidence booster is it for you to kind of know that your team can win in so many different ways, kind of having different styles of wins, different types of games every week so far this season, but pulling each of those out?
I think it's important and it's cool because, I go into a game not knowing what's going to be needed of me, right? Well, I mean, to an extent, right? A lot of defenses have played us differently. Go out there and play ball, and that's what we do, right? We're just going to attack any challenge that they give us, and that's built in the off season, and they give us different situations that we have to go out and practice in fall camp, and they prepare us to do those things.